Oh, wait. What? So Google just decided to confirm my Pixel 6 leaks, like, before the phone is even out. I mean, I guess since the new iPhone comes out next month, it looks like Google just couldn't help themselves. Get our exclusive leaks even before the websites write about it. Hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Okay. Hi. Welcome back to Front Page Tech, FPT. Of course, the show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. At this point, you probably know what happened, and you were probably waiting for my reaction. Gonna be honest, don't know what to do. This is a weird one. Yesterday, Google officially confirmed my leaks for Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. Like, they tweeted about it, they had influencers ready to go to post videos about it, and it's already in the Google store. But, like, it's not officially launched yet, so you can't buy it. But why? Why do? If I had to guess, I would say because number one, next week, there's a Samsung event where there's gonna be a bunch of new Samsung phones announced. And then next month, a new iPhone is coming out. So this was Google, like, just trying to get in your head, like, just take over the press for a day before these new phones come out because they actually care about the Pixel this year. This is like them going, hey, over here. Yeah, listen, we know that other phone's coming out, but you shouldn't buy it because you should wait for the Pixel. Remember this? We made this. You should buy this. Don't buy the iPhone. Don't buy a Samsung thing to buy us, our phone. Thank you. All right, let's break this down, shall we? Back in May, I leaked the full design for both of these devices. I mean, you know the story. A great source that I have from Google shared with me real images of the device, like marketing images, hands-on images. I turned around and gave those to a super talented render artist, Renders by Ian, so that we could protect the source, not share those real images, and instead give you renders of basically exactly what we saw. Along with that design leak in the same report, I mentioned that Google would be changing the Pixel branding. Instead of going with the typical Pixel XL naming, they were going to call this high-end Pixel 6 the Pixel 6 Pro. Basically, the reasoning I was given from sources was that, well, Google was switching to the Pro branding to effectively separate those two devices and make clear that the Pixel 6 Pro will be a more premium experience, not just a larger one, but also higher end. And immediately, there were doubts. And rightfully so, because, well, number one, the design that we leaked looked nothing like any other Pixel device. Like, this came out of left field. And there was also some doubts about the naming that I gave, the whole Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro thing. For example, really reliable leaker Max Weinbach came out and tweeted that, well, he believed it would still be called XL, Pixel 6 XL. In fact, just last month, there was this really weird, mysterious leak in the Android developer forum where Google themselves sort of name-dropped Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 XL. But as of yesterday, Google has come out and confirmed the actual naming. In their tweets, they refer themselves to the devices as Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, calling the Pixel 6 Pro ultra high-end, and they admit that it will certainly be a premium-priced product. And beyond showing you basically what I showed you 3 months ago, they also showed some new colors that look awesome. These are the colors for the regular Pixel 6. I'll give you a second to look at those. Okay, you good? And these are the colors for the Pixel 6 Pro. All right, give you a second to look at those ones. Take your time. All right, time's up. They even confirmed that weird champagne-like colored phone that we had mentioned in our video back in May. Turns out that color is exclusive to the Pro model. All in all, looking at the backs of these devices, I mean, it does not get much closer than this. On the left, Google's official product images of the devices, and on the right are renders from 3 months ago. Ian, the render artist for these, did an amazing job. In fact, I think our renders look better than the real deal. And then if we flip on over to the front, on the left, you have the official image from Google of the front of the Pixel 6 Pro, and again, our render on the right side. The bezels are nice and slim. The edges of the screen are slightly curved, just as we mentioned. Now, in the images that I received and that I gave to Ian, we never really got to see the front of the Pixel 6, like the regular one. We saw a lot of the Pixel 6 Pro, but nonetheless, here is the front of the Pixel 6, straight from Google. It matches CADs that we showed you a few months ago, too. Moving on from the design, as we mentioned in our report, and as first reported by 9to5 Google, they did a great job with this. Inside the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, Google is giving it their own custom chip. Google confirmed that yesterday, letting us know that the name of the SoC is called Tensor. Tensor? Tensor. No, okay. All right. The highlight of Tensor is that it can process Google's most powerful AI and ML models directly on Pixel 6. You'll see a transformed experience for the camera, speech recognition, and many other Pixel 6 features. That's what Google said. They didn't just share the design with us yesterday, though. They also shared some limited specs, and we'll talk about that after we do some bill paying. Hey, it's summer, which means you're probably just leaving your balls hanging out. Which is what you're doing if you're not using a VPN. Don't let everyone see your balls. Right now, WeVPN has their summer sale going on. Get 74% off and 3 months of free service with the purchase of a 2-year plan for only $259 a month. Not only is WeVPN my favorite VPN of all of them, they also now unblock over 350 plus streaming services. That's more than any other VPN. Protect yourself online, don't let your ISP trace you, and unblock all of your favorite streaming services. Make sure to click that link below to get started, and of course, a huge thanks to WeVPN for supporting the show. Okay, welcome back. So, let's talk about specs, because I know a lot of you are going to care about those. So, for the Pixel 6, display is 6.4 inches at 90 hertz. There's dual cameras on the back, a main camera and an ultra-wide camera. Custom chip, you know that. In-display fingerprint scanner, as we mentioned in our report. And then the Pixel 6 Pro, the display is 6.7 inches. It's a big boy. 120 hertz, slightly curved. Triple cameras on the back. A main, ultra-wide, and a 4x telephoto. Inside, you'll find the custom chip again, and then, of course, in-display fingerprint scanner. Now, that might be all Google was willing to share. But if you missed it, we basically gave you the full rundown of those specs last month. I'll leave a link down in the description below that will take you to frontpagetech.com, where you can read our full exclusive report on the full spec sheet for both of these devices, or I'll just show you here. Go ahead, I'll give you a second to look through all of these because I'm just too lazy and I don't feel like saying it all. There you go. Okay, so now that Google has confirmed this leak, this brings me to another leak that I put out before the Pixel 6 stuff that you might have forgotten about. The watch. Even before I leaked Pixel 6, I think about a month earlier, I gave you your first look at the upcoming Google Pixel Watch. Another thing where the source sent us images, I gave those images to Renders by Ian, and he created these renders for you. It's real. It's known internally as Project Rohan. Google has been working on this watch for quite some time. In fact, under their tweets about Google Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, I went ahead and teased them and was like, hey, what about the watch? Now, as far as I know, the watch project has been like all over the place internally at Google. It was originally slated for October this year, so just a couple months from now, and it was going to launch alongside Pixel 6. Then it was pushed back to Q1 of 2022, and then back to October with Pixel 6, and then back to Q1 of 2022. So listen, that's basically the latest I've heard, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens, but it is happening for sure. It's just a matter of when. I don't know why Google can't figure this shit out. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty cool, right? That Google, before the phone even comes out, like a couple months before it's official, Google confirmed my leaks out of nowhere. You know what that means, right? I have a sender!